All right, how's everybody doing today? Guys, today we're going to talk about a brand that not too many people associate with knives, but you know, when you're thinking of USA pride and ownership, a lot of people back when I was younger and coming along and working on things and wrenching on vehicles, the only place you went and got a tool was from Sears. And you picked up your Craftsman tools at Sears because they were guaranteed for life and they were quality. So, they had their own brand of knives, of course, but I think, these were probably made by Camelus. But, you know, I've been lucky enough to pick a few of these up. It all started with this one here. And we're going to talk about each one of these, but this one here come with by a trade from Mr. J.O. Ventures Outdoors. He had that, and he was like, "Hey, you want to do any?" He just picked it up. He got a smoking deal on it, I think at a antique store or something. And he said, "You want to do some horse trading?" I said, "Oh yeah." And I had a Barlow. Of course, I'm not a big Barlow guy just because of my hands and how they fit and everything. But I had a Sheffield Barlow. I think it's a Taylor's Eyewitness. And I said, I'll trade you this Barlow for this. And he said, well, let me throw in a slip. And then he sent me 2 slips. But, you got to love it. But, yeah, he sent me that knife and 2 slips for that Sheffield Barlow. But this one here, it looks exactly like that one. Now, it is a different model number, though, because this one right here is a Sears. It just is labeled with the Sears. Doesn't say Craftsman anywhere on it. And the model number on it is going to be 95419. And if you look at it, and I'm going to move this stuff out of the way here for just a second. Let's put that over there. But if we look at this knife, I mean, it is exactly the same knife as this Craftsman USA 95235. I don't think there's any difference in them, but it is definitely cool to own both of them. I mean, they're the same length, same blade configuration, same long nail pull, brass, rosewood. It's just awesome to have both of these. So I got to thank J.O. because when he initially showed that to me, I was like, what's the model number? So he told me the model number, and I'm like, well, I don't have that model number. I said, what's the length on it? And he showed me the length, and I'm like, it's exactly the same knife as this one, except this one is just, it carries the Sears logo. I don't know if this is older or newer than the other. I'd say it's older. Not 100% sure, but it is just, these are great, great knives. I mean, thing has never been used, never been sharpened, I don't think. And he got this for, golly, I think $22. Heck of a deal. Just a fantastic deal. Look at there is not a gap inside. I haven't cleaned it, it came like this. Haven't cleaned it up. But now this one right here I got back in the 90s. My wife's grandparents were doing a Christmas, and they were just re-gifting stuff that they had, and this thing was new in the package. And I had actually got this. They drew my name, and this is what I got, and had it ever since. I don't think I ever carried it. I just kept real good care of it because of who gave it to me, but just a spectacular knife. Now, if we look, I mean, it's kind of the same spring setup and everything. I mean, you got the dual liner on the bottom there. So, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, they are different model numbers. So, but I want to thank J.O. very much for reaching out to me on that one because that was a heck of a trade. Definitely glad to have that one now. Now, those are the two, and I think they're probably 3 7/8. Yeah, 3 7/8 inches long. They are. Both of them are the same length. So, yeah, take it as you will, but, I mean, they got different model numbers. Now, let's look at this next one. This is a smaller Stockman. And J.O. was actually with me when I got this one over at his flea market by his area. And it is a Sears as well. Sears, stainless, USA. I think it's a 95 or 9. Yeah, probably 95417, I think is the model. I don't know. 95 or 96, I think. But it is, let's see what it is. It's like 3 1/4 inches long. But it's kind of your typical Stockman blade configuration. You know, that almost looks like a pin blade, but I think it's supposed to be a spade blade. I mean, it's just, yeah, I really don't know. It's, but you know, you got your sheep's foot, spade / pin blade over here, and your clip point. Let's check the clip point on this one. It's cut length of about 2 1/4 and total length of about 2 1/2. So just a great little Stockman. This has probably been carried. It is carbon steel. As you see, we got some pepper spots here. But what makes this one unique is it has one stainless back spring and one carbon back spring. Now, I've just polished it, so I need to get some sandpaper to really get that to where it looks clean. Again, it's got the dual liner there on the bottom. I think it's typical of a lot of Camillus blades. Camillus, however you want to pronounce it. I don't know. I got a bunch of them though. And again, like J.O. was with me when I got this, and he was also with me when I got this one. Now this one right here, it is a Craftsman. Man, that thing's got some pull to it. Craftsman, and then it's got Sears Craftsman, and a 95. I can't read the model number on it, but we'll try to get it to where we can see it. It's kind of way down in there. But J.O. was coming over to a knife show over here close to me in Bloomington, Illinois. And me, him, and James Stork were actually looking at this booth. And James Stork, I think it was laying like this. And James Stork goes, "Hey, doesn't that match those rosewood brass Craftsman blades you got?" And so I asked to see it, and the guy flipped it over, and I could see the C and the R. Man, this thing has some walk and talk to it. I forget what I picked this up for, but it wasn't much. But thanks to James Stork for pointing this out, because this was in a flat display that probably had 100 knives in it. Again, it's got the pin. It's just a little jackknife. You know, it's what we got here, 3 1/4 inches long. But it just got some good walk and talk and clean. Just a clean little knife. Let's check the size of this clip point out. What we got here, about 2 3/8, fully open, and cut length of probably 2 1/8. I would guess. I really can't see that well, but just a clean little blade. Now this last one here, of the slip joints, it come from Mr. Dennis Whipple. He sent this to me as a gift, and it is a Sears. It's just labeled as a Sears, stainless, and then it has the model number there. Again, I can't see that, but maybe we can see it in the video. But it's your typical little 2-bladed knife here. It is a sweet little piece, and it is, we got here about 2 5/8, I think. Clip point blades about 2 1/16, all the way open, and a cut length of probably 1 5/8 probably. Let's check out how small this little smaller blade is. That thing is down in there. I'm gonna be able to get that out of there unless I get this one open. Yeah, let's see how long this blade is. Fully open, I don't know, probably 1 3/8, and then the cut length's going to be probably 1 1/8 if you're lucky. Yeah, a sweet little Sears Craftsman blades. And this last one here, I actually picked this one up on the eBays for $20. I threw an offer of $20 out, and it's a Sears Craftsman. It's a 95206. It's very similar to like an LB7 probably. That's what it looks like to me. I probably got one handy I could pull out here. Let's see, here's an LB7 right here. Pretty similar, well, except your pin, your middle pin here. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit different. You know, I don't know who made this blade for him, but kind of looks like an LB7, but the centering's a little bit off. Now, the other thing about this knife, it definitely needs cleaned up. I haven't really messed with it, but someone took the old, some kid, and that'll come out. I just gotta take the sand. I gotta take it through the sanding progression. Start on like 220 and probably go to 400 or 600, and that'll get right out of there. But the bolsters need cleaned up too. The only thing I've done to the bolsters is just wiped them with a sunshine cloth. But let's see what this sucker comes in at. It comes in at almost 5 inches. Pretty dang close to 5 inches. And you got your main blade here is about 3 3/4 with a cutting length of about 3 1/4. But this needs some TLC. But I thought for $20, I think $28 all in with tax and shipping. But it also come with this sheath. I don't know if this is original or not, but it is quality leather. Got the genuine leather there. But if you look at the pretty good stock on this thing right here. So I thought for $28 all in, heck, you can't beat it. I just needed to take the time and clean it up. And that's on me to do, so I'll get to it eventually. But there we are. These are all my Sears Craftsman knives I got so far. Well, of the brass and rosewood, I do have another Craftsman blade over there, a commemorative 100 year, I think. I believe so. Well, we'll just find out here real quick. And I've probably shown this knife on a video. But it's the Sears 100 years. I don't know if this is a yeah, it's got the Craftsman there on the tang stamp, and it's a 95111. It's a great knife. It has like a rubberized material for the covers, but today is just about the kind of the brass and wood ones. But there they are, all of them out for display here. So guys, well, if you got some Sears Craftsman blades, take them in and appreciate them, because these were probably made by a great USA company like Camillus, or even Schrade. Schrade may have made this one here, just not sure, but just great blades to celebrate. And you know, it's vintage USA stuff. That's right up my alley. I can definitely got some pride ownership over this compared to some other Chinatown blades. So I appreciate these old USA blades a lot. All right, guys. Hey, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about these.